Hello, everyone, and welcome to the talk about the master's program called International News Production here at High School of Economics in Moscow. My name is Oleg Dmitriev, and I'm the academic head of the program. And I'd like to welcome you wherever you are in the world, or maybe in Russia, maybe in some other countries. And today I'll be speaking English because the program is international. And that is the language that will help you master journalism. We don't teach English, so those who have trouble speaking might not be successful in our program, but a good command of English is a must. And that's one thing about our program. The second thing, don't be discouraged if you are not a journalist. That program is for you as well, because we do not invite only journalists. We invite people of various professions and occupations that really want to do something with media, with new media, with the new trends in media development. And another thing, why Moscow? Moscow is a place for several successful international newsrooms, including RT, including Sputnik, including other media. And these media do not just broadcast programs in English, do not just publish the materials in this language. They won many prizes, many international prizes and international recognition of the journalists. So that is why we decided to have the courage to study with you here in Moscow, to study news. That is why we created the program, and now the program is in its second year. So the people who study here are quite happy with the curriculum. That includes not just theory of the media, but other phases, other kinds of experiences regarding practice, regarding new media, regarding even 360 videos. So yeah, today I'm going to tell you more about this unique program. That's unique because nobody has done in Russia something like that before with the media kind of stuff. And but first, I'd like to introduce you my colleague who is not here, but he's the man who had the idea to bring this program into HSC. His name is Alexey Nikolov, and he is the managing director of RT television channel. He also teaches at the program. Unfortunately, he was not able to come here, but I'm sure there will be future webinars with Alexey, who is a creative supervisor of the program. I am more of an academic side. I'm an academic supervisor of the curriculum. So I'll let you listen to Alexey for 3 minutes, and then I'll tell you more about the program. Now I will ask my colleague to switch the signal from the computer, and let's listen to Alexey.
As a matter of fact, this is something I was dreaming of doing for almost the entire period when I was doing news myself, and that's more than 45 years now. It has always been my dream to create a program which will result in the graduates not coming to the newspapers or TV stations and starting to learn almost from anew, which is always the case, or almost always the case. No, what I wanted was to create a program which would really give the students and the graduates a set of tools and make them really prepared for the challenges they will face in real life, in a real job. And then, of course, that was amplified multifold by the new situation with the Web 2.0, which has given us the totally new reality. And some of the old curriculums, even in some of very respected universities, were not prepared to match this new reality. What we did here is we want and we are trying to teach students this new reality and bring in the top people in the job, the top people in all these new subjects, in all these new techniques that appeared in the past 15 or so years. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. find the people who would be adequate for the challenge. And that's a big challenge nowadays, but the opportunities are immense. Our intention is to give people this set of tools and different sources of knowledge, to teach them where to get the knowledge, how to compare the different sources, how to verify the information they get. But at the end of the day, it's an individual choice, always, which source you believe and what's your take of the news, what's your take of the situation. But we're trying to give people a choice, which is why we put such a premium on what we call alternative news, as opposed to mainstream news. We actually believe this is a very valuable program, not just for the people who dream to work in journalism. As a matter of fact, the skill of selecting the sources of news, of verifying the information, of selecting the, real news from fake news is very important for people working in so many areas. I mean, you work in the PR, you do business, you go to politics. Whenever you go, the skill of finding additional sources of news, the skill of verifying your information, the skill of finding alternative sources of information is getting more and more important day by day. So I firmly believe that for many people who are looking at the careers in these and many other areas, this is an important and very useful program.
Thank you so much for saying this, and I'd like to thank Alexey also, because the ideas that he presented are rather challenging to put into practice in everyday curriculum. So yeah, the program is in its first year. It's on the program is still in its second year. The first year was challenging, interesting, and our objective was how to match theory with practice, because what you see here is a very, very blended mix of theory and practice. So this is something that we firmly believe in. We are not, as Alexey has already said, we are not a theoretical institution that gives a theory of the media. We try to give our students who believe us, to do something with their own hands in the media, to develop new projects, to come up with new ideas, not just for television programs, but for media research, for new media posts, for some innovative traditions like 360 video. So this is something that we firmly believe in. So I'd like to ask my colleagues to switch the presentation on. And now let's get to the core of the program. Again, it's done here in Moscow, in the center of the city, at the media department of HSE University, in a beautiful media center, so where you can have all the resources to try something with new media, just with cameras, with sound, with everything. And we teach a little bit of tips, of various tips that could be useful in everyday life. And as I already told you, the program is not for media professionals. It's for everyone who would like to use media in the future. For example, we have people who are translators. We have people who are specialists in Korea. And we have some television guys. So we have a mix of people that create English-speaking environment here in the heart of Moscow. Now, let me talk a little bit about the structure of the program. The duration is 2 years. It's totally in English. However, we sometimes invite media professionals. We sometimes invite those who excel in one field, and even if they don't speak English, we let some Russian involved in the program. Only in the cases when the person has unique experience in what he does. Also, as the practice has shown, the level of English of our students was quite good and fluent, but for the first 3 months, their level of command has increased by dozens of times. So this is what is important in the process, to have a good command of English and to develop it with the knowledge that we provide. So what do you need to do besides all the procedures regarding the payment and so on and so forth? You will look this information up in the later webinars and in special page called admissions hsc.ru. But as far as the exams are concerned, we don't have any. We just need the portfolio, the list of things that you have done before. And this might not be media achievements. All the professional experience, all the success stories are quite good for us, because we need to evaluate them, how you progress in life. So that is our main priority. So in this case, what you call portfolio is quite conditional. It can be any proof of your professional success in any field. And it doesn't have to be just media. After we receive your application, we evaluate the portfolio together with my colleagues in the program, and we are coming back to you for a small chat, maybe for a long chat, just to see your motivation, to speak about your future plans, and we need to make sure that your English is good enough to study with us. All right, now let's go back to the advantages of the program. So that's something to learn from media specialists that are developing brand new media practices. So this is the strong selling point of our program. Then we have the on-site training in various skills like editing, radio production, everything else. We all have it here. And the uniqueness of the program lies in the fact that we teach our students various ways of looking at the news and various ways of information verification. For example, the difference between mainstream and alternative media that's developed greatly in the international scene. So we explain the technology of how alternative media works. We give an updated media theory, not just the classic media theory approach that is accepted in many universities. Our approach to theory can be easily applicable in the practical life. So we give something that will help media professionals to develop new projects, to be successful with any kinds of media, including Twitter, including Instagram, including other social media. And by the way, the teacher who is in charge of this course, Ivor Crotty, he's the winner of several international prizes regarding the new media. He has his own new media theory. So, and as well as other professionals, RT presenter Sean Thomas, who has been to all the continents, including Antarctica, and who presents the international news to the local audience. We have people from Sputnik News Agency that are in charge of the English language wire service. So we have the stuff that is really, really user-friendly. Now about the blocks that you are going to study. During the first year, we give you some theories, as I have already mentioned. Theory and history of the media, philosophy of mass communication, some bits about economics and legal and ethical issues in the media, because when you broadcast in English, when you broadcast in international sphere, you have to pay attention to international laws and the laws of separate countries that regulate the media, like Office of Communications in Great Britain. And you need some idea on how to accommodate these standards into your practice, on how to comply with them. So that is why we pay special attention to legal and ethical issues of the media. The course is taught by several professionals here, both Russian and international. So that's also our achievement in this field. So that's the block which I call theoretical one. The second block is practice-oriented subjects. In basic theory of journalism, basic skills that journalism has to possess: text writing, filming, sound production, voice control, and so on and so forth. And we also pay special attention to the new media, special exercises in Twitter planning and Instagram planning, how to develop very successful Telegram channels. So this is also the task for the students. So this is how it goes. And also the students get knowledge about some rather fashionable trends in media. For example, this is the so-called data journalism. How to operate graphics, how to make up tables, pie charts, and everything, how to incorporate these things into your stories, these tools into your stories. So that is something that we are providing. And also we have courses regarding the philosophy of the media, regarding the media studies that took place recently. And also, we teach students the process of digitalization, so the theory of digital media, which is also quite interesting. And also, we teach how to plan content in the newsroom, how to plan content in the news agency, and how to verify the content of the media, because right now the students are undergoing the course on the content management, and there my colleagues, my professional colleagues from RT and from Sputnik, teach them on how to incorporate the newsroom practices into the everyday life. So the course is quite interesting, and there is a special set about media ecology. Media ecology is something that lets you process and verify information, which is also quite good. So here comes the question. Where will students work after they graduate from the program? Well, we provide various opportunities for this. You may become part of the website. You will be able to develop your own media projects, both in news sphere and in corporate sphere as well. You may work with data journalism. You may develop various storytelling procedures. Production and newsroom management will also be your cup of tea, so to speak. So the students will be really prepared to work in institutions, not just in Russia, but everywhere in the world. So these skills that we teach are fashionable and international. So that is something to keep in mind. Here you can see some of the academic staff of our program. So me, Alexey Nikolov, Ilya Kilya, head of international department, Tina Belezhnaya, who is a specialist in new media. So all these people are here in the program. And also we invite professionals from Great Britain, from other countries who have fun with the students. Like Olga Baisha from California used to teach at the first year. And I've already mentioned Ivor Cotty and Sean Thomas. And also we'll have Paula Sleer, the head of RT Bureau in the Middle East, who has great experience in extreme reporting in the war zones, who has great experience in doing the extreme media in dangerous situations. So what else? So where will our graduates work? In the alternative media worldwide, like RT. Yeah, so for the website, for mobile platforms like Sputnik International News Agency, that is also gaining popularity because Sputnik produces content in 30 languages. That is also the case. Yeah, so where to apply? Just talk to us. Try to ask as many questions as you can, and we can give you some idea on how to prepare the portfolio, even if you are not the media guy. That does not apply to us. If you want to start the media, we are happy to provide you with the very basic knowledge that we can give. And also pay attention to the fact that after the program, you may be able to come up with an idea on what you would like to achieve with the media. For example, our students have the opportunity to develop both research media projects and practical work. So if they design the unique project for new media, for the Telegram channel, something like this, this will be considered as the main achievement. This will be considered as your final paper. So you may produce an academic paper, you may produce a creative project. So these are two sides that really matter in the studies. And yeah, teaching is fun and learning media is also fun. We have presenters that teach you how to behave in front of the camera, because I believe that's one of the key skills in the modern media. Why? Because if you are not a good storyteller, nobody will ever watch you. That's why we pay special attention, invite media professionals both from Russian channels and both international channels as well. And all of this is in English. So yeah, that's the brief introduction to the program. And I hope there are some questions, if there are any. And this is where you can apply to the program to HSE. So yeah, that's my brief introduction. I hope there are some questions, right? Yeah, and just while there might be some questions, I'd like to give you a brief idea of the feedback that we get from teachers and from the students. Because here in all our programs, in all our subjects, we have the union between the teacher and students. Why? Because otherwise you won't be able to do media. Media is a teamwork. And we are proud of the fact that we managed to bring international professionals with the students that want to study media. So that is why the job of the media producer of the 21st century could be unique, not just for the media spheres, but for other spheres as well. So please contact us. Please get in touch with us. Please give us your idea about what the future media is like. So that is why I encourage you to pay attention to our program and practice with us media in the future. So lots of interesting things are awaiting you, like radio, sound, hot topics, designing Telegram channels that will help to monitor various kinds of elections. And all of the tasks are kind of practically oriented with us. So that is something for you to learn. So I'd like to see you in our program. So please feel free to ask as many questions as possible, not just now, but on the websites, on the web resources of HSC, of High School of Economics. And I would also like to ask you to check the web resources of our program. I'll show them to you, where you can look up for some information about the program. Just that is the web page. That is something that you see here. You have the video material. You have the information about the program. You have information about career opportunities, contacts. Everything is here. And also, there is brief information about the program in Russian, but this is something that we use for the purposes of making people know more about our program in various languages. But the main thing is to speak English, to have fun with English, and to have fun with the media. So thank you very much for listening. Yeah. And finally, we have some questions that arrived here. Just any options to study for free? For free. The problem is that it is not a problem. Well, this is the commercial program, and the actual sum of the curriculum you will be able to find at the resources of HSE and on the website. So that corresponds to the sum of some $6,000 per year, as far as I know. Even less right now because of the ruble fluctuations. The program is commercial, but if you have some outstanding achievements, if you have graduated from other departments of HSE with flying colors, you might be able to get a 25% discount to study in the program. That's the answer to the first question. And the second thing is, I already have MA in journalism. Any chances to enroll? Well, if you want to know more about international journalism, international practices, if you want to learn new information with English, so that is something to consider. Because we analyze all the fashionable trends of international broadcasting. For example, people analyze tragedy in Beirut, situation with COVID-19, interesting ways to cover this. And also the technology behind the elections, media technology behind the elections are also our cup of tea. So we study modern news, mechanisms of modern news in various details. So this is how I would like to answer your question. All right, any other questions, please? The last thing that we look at is the certificates that you get for your English achievements, for your achievements in English. We are not interested in that. We are interested in the ways that help you to communicate with others, that help you to write stuff. So sometimes you can still get upper intermediate level in English, but you'll have trouble speaking, trouble finding new information in the language. So it does not really depend on the level. It does not really depend on that. It depends on your interest, on your desires to dig something out in the sphere of media with the help of the English language. All the best to you, and goodbye.